Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Summoner Wars online stream. I'm joined today by one Donald Schultz, designer of Freelancers.
Freelancers! That's the game that I alone made. No one else contributed to it. It's been a couple years in the making of jamming all my genius into a 12 by 12 box, which isn't a joke I made earlier. That's new. That's off the dome. And yeah, it's a game that's like the perfect hybrid of a role-playing game and a board game. It's sort of a spiritual successor to our game Forgotten Waters, but it goes a little further in that direction. You're going to be rolling them polyhedral dice. You're going to be making characters. You're going to be sort of building out your character's backstory. You're going to be going on quests, going to dungeons, pursuing your own goals. You're going to be doing funny voices and role-playing. And you're going to be saying the word hit point.
Yeah, which is exciting. Jerry played this for a group of nerds, and they said, like, the experience is what you hope that a role-playing game will be when you go into it. You know,
that's great.
A lot of groups, you know, somebody's the DM by default. You know, if they're going to play a role-playing game at all or have that experience at all, somebody's the DM by default.
This is like you've got me there as your dungeon master, but with a much more sultry voice. The whole thing has audio delivered by a professional voice actor, Christopher R. Sabat, and others. Chris Sabat, you may know, is the voice of Vegeta and Piccolo on the cartoon Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, same time. So yeah, it's your experience in a role-playing game is as good or bad, often depending upon the DM's ability to tell a story, to inhabit characters. We've done all of that.
Yeah.
By having this game app, which is something we developed for Forgotten Waters and kind of expanded upon here. Expanded upon not in a way that it takes over more of the gameplay. The gameplay is very much still on the table. The app is still very much just used to, you know, for audio and to tell parts of the story and to look up entries, so you're not flipping through some big book of entries.
Yeah, the app is handling all the clerical work and stuff that would get in the way. I mean, it kind of depends on your vibe. I personally often avoid games that like have apps, to be honest. And here I am, you know, excited about one. But I think a difference here is that, like, in the way that like the tabletop experience can be heightened by it, we tried to lean on that. So, like, you know, a lot of parts of the experience without the app would be more like exploring a card catalog at a library, which I would argue is not also not the tabletop experience that anybody signed up for. Like, searching through things through an encyclopedia is not inherent. It's not interactive. It's not a game. So we just cut to the chase. It skips all that stuff.
I think there are a lot of people who avoid app games, and I think that they think they do it because, you know, this is supposed to be a departure from a screen. But I think that the reality is that a lot of the app games that are out there lean so hard into the app that the board game seems superfluous, like it's just there for miniatures or whatever, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not the case here. The app does a specific job within the game, and it does it way better than any other way that could be done. It helps get out of the way of moving away from what's on the table, rather than you know, causing you to move away from what's on the table.
Yeah. Barbaric Badger King is here. I know Barbaric Badger King knows me as a dungeon master first and foremost, rather than a board gamer.
You brought your own posse here, huh?
I did. I brought people. I brought supporters.
Nice.
I didn't want to lose the home field advantage.
Yeah, fill the crowd with friendly faces.
But so I'm just gonna count on Barbaric Badger King to harass anyone who comes into the chat. I know you as a Board with Life actor. No. Nobody remembers that. Tortugatron says, "Dang, lost track of time. I missed out on precious Donald time." Don't worry. The first half of this was me on.
It was an ad. Well, yes, the first 4 minutes was mute, and then the next 4
And the
minutes...
rest was an ad.
Yeah. All right, so now on to Summoner Wars. Donald.
Yeah.
It's your turn. You're playing as the Tundra Orcs. Your summoner is Grognak. Don't let that card be destroyed or you lose the game.
Okay, that's how this works?
Yeah, I'm playing the High Elves. Valeria the Just is my summoner. You want to destroy that card to win the game, and thus causing me to lose.
Yeah, so you're like fascist elves that make laws that are better for them than they are for the humble orcs.
Correct.
And I am playing as the Tundra Orcs because our developer Nick said since I had mastered the Sky Spear Avians, he recommended I learn the Tundra Orcs next to expand. Nick is better at games than me, so I trust his wisdom.
Tundra Orcs are a lot of fun. They like to be big and hit things.
Mm-hmm. I think with this matchup, I feel like I need to get in there. That's my theory crafting on this. Is I need to get in there, so I'm gonna play this charger, and I'm just gonna damage it to force it forward. Let's get a shaman in there too.
Yeah, the blood rush is nice for opening that summoning spot right back up.
We're gonna. I want to get up in those guts.
Oh,
well,
great.
now I think. If I remember correctly, yeah, when he moves, he's boost. Grognak likes to move. He likes to be on the prowl.
Yes, and he wants to be up in the action for sure. As long as he can be. At some point, he's probably going to have to retreat because he ends up taking some hits up there, but he's a man of action. He leads from the forefront.
Now, this
he's
character
a leader,
that
not
you've
a
got,
boss.
This character, this arbiter of justice you've got out here, has given... It has a law attached to it, or all the units around it deal damage. Oh, it and units around it deal damage to themselves when they deal damage, but he has more hit points. So that law is better for him than for
So I've enforced a law that you must atone for your sins of hurting others. Or structures. Yeah. Property damage is also a sin in this world, or according to this religion.
I mean, as true fascists, that's the only thing they truly worry about. Let's try it. I'm getting in there with my shaman.
That's a good roll.
So
Keep that
rolled,
one.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. So yeah, Grognak can let people re-roll if he's got a boost token. We're going in there with that good roll. This fighter might get a lucky shot.
The fighter is also tough because it's in range of the Arbiter of Peace. So not only am I spreading the bad abilities, I'm spreading the good abilities to you too.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled 1 damage.
Might want to re-roll that. You can do better than that.
I think I should risk it for that sweet biscuit.
There it is.
There it is.
And you don't take the atone damage because that ability is no longer in play. And it died before it triggered.
That was a nice little turn for me. Magic phase. Let's dump a card here. That's gonna be the end of my. It's funny. We don't have a thing for me to frantically refresh all day like we would if we were crowdfunding freelancers. So I just have to kind of search around for people saying mean things rather than have one sort of localized spot.
Yeah, that's the drawback. Is you don't get all of your rhetoric in one place.
Jexic says, I love HE. Now, I'm going to assume the capital He, that's a reference to me and not the High Elves.
Yeah, to our Lord and Savior, Donald.
Yeah. He.
God gets the capital H when you're referring to God, but Donald gets a capital H and a capital E.
Yeah, I lose one capital letter every time I lose a game on stream. Okay, he's retreating already. What a coward! Or he's maybe just making room to summon or stuff. Law of loyalty.
Now, my laws, I would let that go by a little too fast. My laws also go into effect for all units.
Commons have +1 strength when adjacent to one or more summoners at the start of your turn. The card is boosted, spend 1 boost instead of discarding this event. So you can keep it out.
So it's around
This seems
for
like a
multiple
good
turns.
law for me, because Grognak likes to get up in there.
Sure. But it's advantageous to me right at this moment, so I played it. Because that's how I play the High Elves. And really every faction.
Sure. We call that legislative looting. Am I right? Anybody in the chat? Radicalized? Nobody? All right. Oh, it's back to me. Okay, cool. I need to get in there and apply pressure to the wound.
BBK wants you to sing the song for... Or me to sing the song from the start of Bored with Life Season 2. Isn't that the one where you did a parody of The Cosby Show?
It is. It is. We filmed that before most of the world was aware of the bad things Bill Cosby had done. And so it ended up not being the most... it ended up not being the smartest decision we ever made.
Well,
yeah,
I thought it was funnier because of it. It got because it got like it got itself a text crawl at the bottom, swearing that you didn't know at the time that you'd done it.
Definitely want that guy in there because he gets to block a spot from a gate and also
Donald's big Bill Cosby stan. He devoted the opening of his Bored with Life Season 2 show to being a parody of the Bill Cosby Show.
Yeah, it's something I'm well known for. It's my love of... I mean, I did love him at one point. I think a lot of Americans did.
Yeah.
It is what it is, unfortunately. You don't know. You don't know until you know what your artists have been up to. Turns out he was up to no good.
Turns out he's a real scumbag.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I'm trying to figure out how I want to move Grognak without wasting a whole move on this stupid shaman that is blocking his path. Because I'd like to get this charger up in there instead of just getting...
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because he'll just get shot and die otherwise.
What am I up to after these streams? Oh, yeah, I guess you don't know about me either. See, like, I think Tortugatron's saying that I am his Bill Cosby.
Uh-oh.
He thinks I'm great, but... Now we're kind of telling him you don't know everything there is to know.
That's true. I mean, Colby has done some dark things. I'm under NDA to not talk about them. I think that was play the game right there. I don't mean to. We're gonna get in there with this boy. That did nothing. Way to go.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't have Grognak close enough to influence him.
Yeah. That's a bummer. That's a bumzo right there. And then this shaman is just gonna ping the gate.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't think I want to waste influence on a gate.
Well, no, you only get new influence when you move if you have no influence.
Oh, so maybe I should have.
If that was your last attack of the turn, you might as well use it if you want to.
Let's keep building map. I didn't kill anybody this turn. All right, that was my turn. So far, I'm liking the Tundra Orcs. They're a little more, what's the word? Maybe tactical in a way than the. For me, the way I play the avians is just get them as fast as possible and try to do like an alpha strike with all your events on their summoner, like just the surprise kill.
Yeah,
I think you guys call that assassinate in Summoner Wars lingo. This is a little bit more like plodding forward and sort of pounding away. Colby doesn't agree.
No, you're absolutely right. Skyspear Avians are an assassin faction in the most straightforward way. I'm over here trying to decide what cards I want to play, and you know what I've decided?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna play any of them.
I knew it. I told you. Yeah. I still have my eye drops next to me. When I was on the stream while Colby was in the UK, I got pink eye. It was given to me by Tortugatron in the chat. Gave me pink eye, and
through the internet.
Yeah, and it was hard. It was tough, but I've got the eye drops next to me, and I'm ready to redeem myself. I do love pounding away. Thank you, Barbaric Badger King.
He knows you well.
Yeah, I like to get in there deep with my monstrous army.
Penetrate.
Speaking of monstrous armies, it's my turn again. Have you heard about Freelancers, the game? In that game, all the humans are dead and you are monsters. What a novel idea.
How do you come up with these things?
It's crazed. Okay, what's this card do again?
Ask Nikki how we're doing on pre-orders. What's our number?
Nikki, what are the numbers looking like? How are we doing on pre-orders? Let's cut away to the pre-order desk. Let's go to the phones. 3,000 pre-orders, she says. Holy crap.
That's the most we've ever had.
What if
we did it in like 4 hours.
What if there was a real number, though? What would that sound like? Hey, why won't you tell us?
You embarrassed of the real number?
Colby told me to ask you. This is a real question. Sorry, everybody. Nikki can be like this. She's still not saying. 110 as of 1 o'clock. That's pretty good. She made me think it was going to be shameful.
Yeah, that's great. But we can do better. Let's get those numbers up, people. You can call in now, pledge your support.
Yeah, with your support, there's the first one person gets a tote bag, maybe. We haven't necessarily found if that's true or not. Like this, and then like this. Some of these people play checkers. Me, I play chess. My Summoner Wars strat.
You about to get to see Titus in action.
Titus?
Titus.
Titus?
Rolling with Olin said, "Why does Titus's art go so hard?" And you're about to find out what Titus is all about.
This roll is not good. So we're going to influence it.
That's better.
Yeah.
That'll do the trick.
It's going to give me a shot at the Summon-O. Just doing it raw, no
Can't
rerolls.
Influence that.
That's a whiff. And
that unwieldy magic biting you without Grognak there to tame it.
Yeah, we're going to discard this fella and this fella. I'm kind of burning through my deck. All right. Freeze. This card's good, I think. I have to read what it does. Ooh, yeah. Titus, the Devout.
Yeah. He's devout, all right. He's a devout Christian.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that had made its way over into this universe.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that's the religion these guys are practicing? It's my scathing commentary on Christianity.
We are really digging in deep on this stream. Move over, Hassan. There's a new radical on Twitch. Uh-oh. You're attacking my shaman.
Yeah, not just attacking. Beating the hell out of him.
You killed her.
In one go.
Man, sucks for you, though, because that's exact standard strategy.
Man. Oh, man. I'm going to leave this whole lane right open with 6. That seems ill-advised.
Nasty.
I think maybe I pass on the Grognak attack to have Titus come up here and cover the gate.
That reminds me, I had a pitch for a new summoner I wanted to run by you here on stream. It's called the Chomper, and they have an ability called the Munchies. And what they do is they get really hungry, and they steal sandwiches and pizzas from the kids. And the kids have to catch him. He runs around screaming.
It sounds like a marketing campaign for a fast food restaurant.
It is a recycled idea for sure, but I think it would work good as a summoner. Kind of looks like the Noid in my head.
Yeah, that's the vibe I was definitely getting.
Any Noid stands in the chat? Titus looks like Viggo Mortensen's Aragorn became a high elf. I thought he looked like a young version of the bad guy from Ghostbusters 2. The Carpathian. What's his Viggo? The Carpathian? Maybe I was thinking of Viggo more. How do I get up there to do them juicy thing? Yeah. Good. Everything I wanted. It's shonkin' time.
Donald's
we love shonk, don't we, folks?
Catchphrase.
All right. Let's see here. Go boom, bada boom. This move will harm my summoner. Yeah, I'm sure. You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Nothing's free in this world. That's another thing that... All right. I did that. I ain't building nothing. I'm getting furious.
Oh, damn.
We're going to eat this dude's lunch.
X going to give it to you.
Say hello to the devil for me. Chung, chung. We love it. Oh, Nikki, I'm about to run out of batteries. Can I get that juice for this here laptop? There we go. I'm plugged in. Colby tried to sabotage me. All right, and Shonk, I never really remember how this guy works. I know he rolls a lot of dice.
A lot of dice. He only hits on specials, which we rolled a lot of them.
All right. Could have been better. Sure as heck could have been worse. And yeah, let's call that a phase. It's interesting. When did it start doing this pop-up saying like you're ending the magic phase without discarding anything? Is that new?
Yeah, that's something that Joe added in response to some feedback that people were like skipping past that apparently.
Oh,
skipping past the phase accidentally.
I need a I'm not good enough at this game to care, like, don't tell me this again preference.
There needs to be a like, don't tell me this again, because it like, I often don't build magic on purpose, which it seems to be, you know,
frowned upon strategy.
It seems like that I'm being judged by Joe every time that pop-up comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you sure you don't want to build magic? I would build magic.
I get judged enough by Joe every time I go into the damn office. I don't need it during my leisure time. Nobody in the chat is a fan of the Noid. The Domino's.
They all avoid him?
Yep. Colby, who's your favorite fast food spokesman? Who's your favorite fast food chain mascot? There is one correct answer. There's two correct answers. I've thought of a second correct answer.
Sorry, I was thinking about Summoner Wars for a second. Grimace? Does he count? He's not the lead character. Does he count?
No, he counts. Counts.
Grimace is a great because he makes no sense, and that's funny to me. Like, well, why is this big purple guy?
Yeah, he definitely was like the last idea.
Because everything else is like,
notepad.
Oh, I'm a box of fries. I'm an animate box of fries. Stuff like that. Fry guy. That makes sense.
Fry guy.
You know, I'm the Hamburglar because burglar. So I'm a jail man, a man that's in jail for stealing sandwiches. Mayor McCheese. Like all of these very sandwich-oriented things and then there's Grimace.
Right.
There's the bird too. I don't know what her deal is. I don't even know her name.
In the 90s, her deal was just like, she's a girl. Like when they were coming up.
This is the girl one.
Like the group of like old white men who were coming up with these mascots were just like, we need a girl. We need a girl.
Her personality was, I'm the girl.
Right. That's like what the entire gimmick. Let's see here. We're going to get Shonk up in there. We're going to have Grognak do what I call the boost shuffle. Oh, wait. No, I can't do the boost shuffle. It will harm my summoner.
Yeah.
That's devilish.
Yeah, I trapped you in here. You thought you were trapping me. I trapped you.
Wait, that was stupid.
You can undo that if you want. I purposely wanted to keep my Arbiter of War alive, so I kind of set up to make it cost you to move past it.
Yeah, I think it's worth the cost. Well, I don't know.
Well, that's a decision only you can make.
You'll bring something fresh and juicy out right next to my... Like, if I kill that, you'll just fill the void. Right. Build phase. Grognak, you know what to do. Keep hitting that summon. The worst hit. You're definitely able to outrace me with your dice number.
Yeah, well, you're living on my side of the board, so I can reinforce faster than you can.
Right.
That's a lot of specials.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You didn't take it. You hit reroll.
well,
you're doing 5, and you rerolled it.
See, now why wasn't there a thing warning me I was messing up there, Joe? Huh?
You want the things...
I want it to contextually just tell me when I'm doing
like, why doesn't it just play the game for me?
That would be the best, if it would just say, like, oh, you're screwing up.
Here, let me take over.
Yeah, like Clippy pops up and is like, I noticed you're doing bad. Do you want me to fix that? Or let's... All right. That way I don't get yelled at by making. Colby can outrace Donald. Is he the superior... Oh, boy, that's quite a comment. Look, we're trying to get ad revenue because this Freelancers is apparently not selling as well as we want, according to Nikki. We can't be repeating these word plays. The only wrong answer is Jared from Subway. That's true. I forgot to give the correct answer. The correct answer is Dave from Wendy's.
Dave's a good one.
Because, like, Wendy's mascot was Dave's daughter, who was just a lady with red hair. And now she's, like, is in the commercials or whatever. But when I was a kid, it wasn't the cute little girl with pigtails. It was just, like, a dude who looked like your grandpa was just like, our burgers are square.
Yeah, he named the restaurant after his daughter and then was like, but I'm going to be in all the commercials.
Yeah, it's like if your restaurant was called like Ronald the Clown, and your mascot is a clown on the sign, and then I watch your commercial, and it's just like the guy who started McDonald's. You're just like, I don't know. I like clowns. That one is good, and I also like Chuck E. Cheese because I just think he's classy.
I don't know. I think he's a creep. Charles Cheese.
Look,
Charles
I try
Entertainment
to separate.
Cheese.
He's done some bad things. I try to separate art from the artist on a lot of
that,
stuff.
I didn't know that about you.
It's up to each person to kind of choose where they stand on the crimes Chuck E. Cheese committed. But the man's an entertainer. The mouse is an entertainer. It was started by the Atari. Oh my lord! I forgot you can move. Speaking of outracing me, I forgot you could move your unit.
Yeah, you went all in on putting Grognok in my back line with no escape plan.
Oh dear. So I have to kill you this turn. How do I deal 7 damage right now?
I don't know, because you can't even do the Fury, Primal Fury technique, because you have to move to get that second attack. I think it says if you force, then you can attack again.
Well, do you have to force in one direction, or can he do the shuffle?
Well, shuffle to where? He's surrounded. And yes, you have to force in one direction. Oh, you were thinking like, oh, I'll kill Titus but then you're back to dealing 4 dice and needing 7 damage.
Right. Yes, indeed. Well, lucky for me, I have the perfect technique.
Is it forfeiting?
No.
Secret technique passed down from Schultz to Schultz for generations in memoria. Freeze Titus.
Is that good? I don't think so.
If you can kill the war guy, then I can't reinforce Valeria. So it betters your odds. We're both kind of trapped here. We've both trapped each other here in a way that that means we're duking it out to the end, Summoner v Summoner.
Mm-hmm. That's the way Grognok wants to die.
Yeah, in glorious battle.
If he's gonna die, that's where he wants to go.
See on the way into Orc Valhalla.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, you could get 7 dice on me if Shank was able to take down the gate in one shot, which is low probability.
Yeah, I'm eyeballing it. I think it's like the best risky trisk.
It would be all time if it happened.
It'd be fun to see.
I think that I forgot to log my loss yesterday. Actually, I'm not sure of that's true. I've gotten pretty good at logging my losses.
Let's start with this madness because it would require.
See, not
could have. I mean, honestly,
you're only 2 off. You had no influence because Grognok had no place to move.
Yep.
They're playing Primal Fury to try to get away, kill Titus and move up.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of. Well, I can't attack Titus because he's frozen.
Ah, I see.
But since he's frozen, I can walk away from him at least.
Yeah, you can't walk away from Valeria though. She also has greater engage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they both do. They're a real pair.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, that's a way to go out.
Yeah, just the way he drew it up. The way he lived.
He's in Valhalla now.
To the right.
He achieved his goal. So really, you're the winner. And when you think about it like that.
Jexic's right. If I didn't blow that reroll, something good could have happened.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
it would have because you would have done 5 damage to the gate. The gate would have been easy pickings.
Mm-hmm. Them pickings would have been easy. So because I lost, I'm really sad. So sad
that make you happy, Donald.
Only way anyone can cheer me up is to go on over and pre-order Freelancers, a Crossroads game, the spiritual successor to Dead of Winter and Forgotten Waters, a game that it condenses an entire role-playing game campaign into one night of board game fun. I'm good at this.
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
Chat, you have any questions for Donald about Summoner Wars or Freelancers?
Don't be scared.
You have any Summoner Wars strategy questions for him?
Yeah, I could educate. I know Jaxic said he likes the Tundra Orcs. If you need any advice on how to recreate some of that strategy I was displaying there, Jaxic, I can hit you up. Looks like a lot of cowards not talking to me. That's fine.
Well, there's a delay.
Nope, it's cowardice.
And then they have to type, and the questions are quite complex.
Tortugatron says, looking forward to your frog faction. My frog faction.
Donald's frog faction is still a ways away, but there's a frog faction that makes use of the frog part of his idea.
The Groaks.
Yeah, the Groaks, which is a great Frogger name.
Mm-hmm. That's our frogs.
What is the Summoner Wars? That's that thing that we just did for the majority of the stream.
Yeah! It is
where cards are moving around?
Tactical card game where you can build a deck, but it's not really a game where you need to, because every deck for Summoner Wars is built to be optimized straight out. And you pick your favorite faction and you go to battle, and I believe you can always go to Summoner Wars Online and try it out for free.
That's right. If you sign up for an account, which is not giving away your email for us to email and newsletter you and give away to other companies. It's not a trick. You get a free faction.
Not a trick, we swear. We swear it's not a trick.
You get a free faction. And there's a tutorial there, too, that I think you don't even have to sign in to go through.
Yeah, I think I'm just looking around. Yeah, it's great. I am at a stage in my life where I find keeping up with my friends. I actually enjoyed first edition before I was with Plaid Hat. It was one of the few two-player competitive game. I think this second edition, this new version of the just smoother. Yeah,
it's free, so don't worry about it. You can just spend that money on pre-ordering Freelancers. The money you would have spent.
Exactly.
As Donald pointed out earlier, we are stealing from one of our products to support another.
Yep. If you get both, you'll pay the exact same price as anybody else. That's a deal we can offer you. Well, I guess you'd get free shipping, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Colby didn't like.
No, it's true. Like, I had to think through what you had said earlier. I was trying to make sense of what offer you were putting on the table.
Can Donald be on every week? That's a good question. I was gonna suggest maybe doing like some Freelancers Friday thing. Could like play Summoner Wars and maybe bring on like people who worked on Summoner Wars or something, or worked on Freelancers or something, and kind of do this like two-pronged defensive. We can really we're gonna just like narrow cast market towards the smallest possible audience. I'm just looking to sell 9 copies.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are Colby and me. So
yeah, that's this stream is a real eye catcher. You get in front of a lot of faces when you come on here.
Well, the trick is sometimes we can put them on YouTube and that'll pull in another 10 views. So like between those 2 things.
Hell yeah.
Look, it's a good thing to exist.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Exist.
That's all we can do. Do what we can.
And if you want us to continue to exist as a company, go pre-order Freelancers.
Freelancers, check it out. It's
we spent a lot of time and money on it. We gotta make it back.
My blood, sweat, and tears are in there, baby.
Me personally, I'd rather Donald take over the stream altogether. I think that I'm bleeding viewership. Nobody's interested in watching me. I think Donald's much more entertaining.
I think the problem with your theory is I'm really bad at Summoner Wars. So
yeah,
you
guys
have 18.
You guys want to see the Skyspit Avians every week?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, I don't remember what this card does. I just focus on like 1 or 2 factions. That's true. I do think we're a good pair. This has been a fun one to imagine listening to. I'm sitting here going like, damn, I wish I was in the audience right now.
Yeah, this one might make it to YouTube.
This would sweep me away. The best way to make it get on YouTube would probably be for it to end, though, huh?
Yep. So
Yeah.
we'll see you all later. We're going to get back to hitting refresh on our order page, expecting to see your orders come through.
Yep, I'm going to go find the guy who wrote a negative review of the pre-order trailer on Facebook comments and obsess over that for the next hour. He didn't say anything about the game, really. He just didn't like the voice in the trailer. He was like that. He just sort of made a rude observation. So I'm just gonna think about that.
The guy on YouTube said that the voice sounded like a Nickelodeon. Is that one you're referring to? Or
that's the one I'm thinking.
Look at Nickelodeon 90s
was that
cartoon.
a YouTube comment? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I already responded to him, so it's all good. We're on the same page.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I just
wanted to reply. Okay.
He said. This game is rated for 14 plus, but this video looks like it's a kid's game complete with a Nickelodeon's 90s commercial voiceover.
This guy would freak out if he ever turned on like The Simpsons from like 1991 or something. Like, hold on, wait 1 second. The aesthetic of this is very light and breezy, but it seems like they're subverting it and making like dirty jokes and stuff. Is this cartoon for grown-ups?
Yeah, I let him know this game fucks. I commented
literally.
back.
I'm glad you said that. People need to know.
All right, thanks everybody.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.